generators, you know, the regular black heat sink thing with that stuff that's inside to touch the tube. You think the new ones are better?
Well, you got the kind with the inside with the spring, right?
Yeah, there's a spring on the inside with some kind of stuff that's inside there that touches the tube. Would that new type be better?
Well, if you're going for looks, it doesn't fit, but I'm not sure if it's worth, unless you got them on hand to change them out. Don't you need quite a few?
Yeah, I was just thinking about the ones on the 6CL6s.
Well, you got some of those. Those are common.
Yeah, the tall ones, tall big ones. Wouldn't that be better than the original ones?
Well, I don't know, but for as much as you're going to use it, I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, that might be true.
KA6USY.
Like you say, they look better.
Well, yeah. How many tubes are in there? About 18?
About 20.
Okay, so you're going to do them all the same?
No, I wouldn't. I just do the RF section.
For me, this is not even late when I would just leave it alone. I don't think it's going to matter from a, heat dissipation.
The reason I was asking those
USY.
driver tubes sure do get hot.
Where are they located?
On the inner part there, not too far from the PA cage.
Well, yeah, they're not inside the PA cage, right?
No, they're external.
KA6USY.
Well, it's not cramped in. They use them on the KWN too because they were right next to those two 6146s, and so that I would think, and that thing gets hot, but I don't know. Do what you want. It ain't no big deal.
Yeah, Roger. Anyway, we'll see what happens when I get the power transformer.
Getting pretty anal.
Nothing else to do.
They had stuff from Carlos to work on.
Yeah, I told him to let Ron do the rest. I still got his microphones behind me here. He needs to pick them up, but nah, I just don't feel like working on that stuff anymore.
That's because you got money.
Now it's because he's a little bit anal. He's got this stuff that's 75 years old and thinks it should have the same signal and noise ratio as something made yesterday, which ain't going to happen.
Two anals dealing with each other, that's getting pretty deep, man.
That's about it.
I hear CW in the background, very faint.
Turn your antenna around. It is super strong.
Hi, guys.
Who is it?
KA6USY.
Good evening, Aaron. It's K6 VBG.
Hi, Dave. Yeah.
Hello, David. AA6S. You're loud on CW.
6S, KA6USY.
Where'd you go, Dave? AA6S.
Well, good evening, AA6S. How you doing?
Pretty good. Like everybody, just trying to keep cool. And we just worked, Mike and I just worked Ralph down in Anaheim, or Analheim, however you want to say it, in Anaheim there. And he had a good signal, a little bit of rapid QSB, but pretty strong, David. K6VBG, AA6S, over.
Roger. Yeah, I heard you guys, they're on 90. Yeah, I heard you there for a little bit.
You were spying on us.
Yeah, okay.
Did you hear anything from him?
Oh, yeah, I could hear him.
You could hear Ralph?
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. That's fantastic.
So how did Aaron do in the field day?
I made 78% of all the contacts for the club.
Wow. That's pretty darn good.
That means you made 10 contacts.
No, we made like 350 something, but I did 78% of them because, you know, I know how to, call CQ and handle a pileup.
That's fantastic, Aaron.
If you could sit at home and at your desk and do it, huh?
Yeah, at least it was only like 85 degrees up there. I'm definitely glad we weren't down here in the valley.
Yeah, last year we did it at Dan's place over there in Raymond. And oh my God, it was about 108, maybe 110 degrees in the daytime. And it was over 100 at night.
Yeah, no thank you.
The bodies don't like that, let alone the equipment.
Big fans, the water flow fans, and it still didn't help.
They just make you sweat more, David.
Oh yeah, it was miserable. I'll tell you what, you were awake by 5 o'clock in the morning. As soon as the sun started to come up, you were getting up. It was just miserable.
But yeah, field day wasn't too bad. 20 meters was all over the place. Saturday afternoon, I actually got on 10 meters and started calling CQ, and I started getting stations up in British Columbia and Oregon and Washington, so I swung the hex feed in that direction and kept calling CQ, and I looked down later and I worked 85 stations on 10 meters on Saturday, so that was the bulk of my sideband operation, and then we also did some digital contacts, and the other station was hunting and pecking for stations on 40 and 20 and a couple other bands.
Roger. Yeah. That year I put up one of those 500-foot long loops, ground loops, and we made a whole bunch of contacts on 40, a whole bunch of contacts on 20. Yeah, it was just. It floored everybody. Nobody understood how well those ground loops work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get enough tuned wire, and those things just get out. I was pretty happy with the hex beams that we had, so those worked out pretty good, and nobody had to climb a tower.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, even that ground loop was only... we just threw this stuff up over trees. Other than the fact it was about 580 feet long, it still just went from tree to tree to tree. And it was probably only, maybe 18 foot in the air.
Wow, nice. How low could you get on it? Like, what was the lowest stage you could use it on?
Oh, we were making contact on 80. No problem.
Nice. Yeah, we never made it on the 80 meters.
Oh yeah, it worked really well on 80. Those things work real good on 80.
Yeah, those loops are fabulous.
Yeah, and it wasn't anything special either. It was just a spool wire, ran through 5 trees. That was it. Tied back with his nylon rope.
Yeah, and what's neat, the height doesn't seem to make an awful lot of difference on those loops, man. They're what do you call it, ionospheric warmer there, man. They go everywhere.
Yeah, they seem to work well. And they do. It worked very well.
In broadband.
And I never found it ISWR anywhere that we looked with it. We looked on 20, 40 and 80, and it was fairly low.
Good evening, Bill. AA6S, KM6SR. Who are you speaking to?
KV6VBG is who we're talking to, and Aaron, go ahead.
Okay, I'm not hearing him. I'll have to tune my antenna.
Who was the call of the station you're talking to, Bill? Go ahead.
K6VBG.
Oh, K6VBG, okay. Hi, Dave, are you in here?
Yes, Mike, how are you doing? And good evening to you.
I'm doing okay. I just walked in. I'm just trying to get caught up here with people that are on frequency. K6VBG, 971, 800, AA6S. I hear 1079 on here. Good evening, Aaron. I think Rob's in here. KM6SRR, and perhaps others.
Don't forget me.
Hi, Mike. Who is me?
I was letting you guys talk, and I was in and out, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Is that, did you say that, Mike? WA6AAJ, was that your comment? Don't forget me?
Yeah, kind of a double there, but yes. WA6AAJ 727 for ID.
AA6S, and check Ralph in. We both worked him, Mikey.
Okay, got Ralph. Thank you.
It was the first one to work Ralph, so I could put it down on their log.
I guess I was.
Okay, I'll put it via AAS.
Yeah, Bill's always
actually
first.
about the same time, though.
But you'll take the credit.
I guess.
Age before beauty.
I'm not sure who qualifies for that one.
Yeah, K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Yep, gotcha. Thank you, Darren. Aaron. Aaron.
KM6SR, Bozo 432, and Bozo 1200.
Oh, 1200, okay. Okay, let's see. We probably should go over. I did talk to Ron on Sunday, I think, and he said he would try to be here tonight, Bill and Mike, so you guys might want to turn over toward the Tascadero there and see if we can get him in here.
Roger, I'll rotate. W6QUI, W6QUI. Right there. W6QUI, A6S, over. Yeah, you're way up in the red here. Can you hear me when the antenna was coming around? When it was coming around, it was coming towards you there. I didn't know if you could hear me then.
Are you hearing Ron?
I think he talked to him. Yeah, you as well. You're almost 10 over. It's coming in very good and nice and clean. Over.
Pointed over towards Santa Cruz, so KW6S, if you're listening, pop in.
My antenna does some weird things. It seems to be fast counterclockwise and slow clockwise, so it's I don't know what's going on. Either way, it still seems to be turning at some point. Anyway, I'm glad I turned on you. I got you at 220, so it's working. Yeah, no, I mean, it's hard to see the improvement as far as the result. You're definitely strong, over. Definitely with these antennas, you got it spot on. Anyway, I'll let you go. I'm going to Mikey and check you in. I can't hear him without turning it off. I'll turn it back over to Jim. It was good talking to you on W6QY and the A6AJ.
Sure, Mike, did you turn it over? Yeah, WA6AJ. This is K6MYC pointed toward KW6S in Santa Cruz. Over.
Yeah, Mike is rotating because he can't talk to you without pointing the antenna towards you, Mike. So he got a hold of Ron, KM6SRR. How many watts is Ron running?
I think he's running 10.
Oh, well, then he can hear me, but I can't hear him. Huh.
Probably. Well, maybe. I can't hear him, and he can't hear me either.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I can't hear him unless I'm right on him, and then I can't hear you guys at all.
Well, I could hear you in there, but I just wasn't sure. You took a little fade just about the time you turned it over, and I wasn't sure if you turned it to me or back to Ron. All right, thanks much to you and Bill there. And I'm pointed towards Santa Cruz right now, so you might spin up that way, and we'll see if we can get Tom in here. And you guys can say hello to Tom there. WA6AJ with KM6SRR and AA6S, looking for KW6 Sugar, K6MYC. I hear you, but boy, you're weak. I must not be pointed right. Give me some more chatter. Okay, Aaron, if you could look, tell me what direction. I think I'm pointed about 274, 275. Is that right?
Yeah, 275.
Roger. Well, that should be right. I can hear Tom in there, but only heard one whisper of a signal, so there's something wrong one way or the other here. KW6S, K6MYC. Let me give you some more chatter. KW6S, KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, calling and standing by. Over.
KW6S, KW6S, AA6S. KW6S, AA6S, over. Yeah, Roger, I heard Mikey calling you. I don't know if his antenna's pointed in the right direction. He's trying to find out where it's pointed. Anyway, just wanted to say hi, and we'll get out of here. And good hearing you there. KW6S, AA6S, over. Tom, yeah, you're farther towards the south for me tonight by about 5 degrees. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, 7-3s, good working you there. KW6S, AA6S, 7-3s. Yeah, KW6S, K6MYC, Q3. Q3, over.
Yeah, very good. Q3. That's kind of what I'm expecting. I was getting that, but now I'm back and trying to get to what I normally do, so this may be a little bit. KW6S.
Yeah, I just go back and forth on you, and I can't get any peak at all. I hear you come and go, but you just aren't. You're below the noise. It's like we've got a path obstruction, or I'm over in one inversion layer, and you're in a different one there. Anyway, we have you checked in, Tom. We do have you checked in. Thanks much, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow on 2 meters. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, over.
KW6S. I will not be on 2 meters tomorrow night, and I will not be on Thursday night 432 either. We are having guests here both nights, but I should be raring to go on Sunday night again.
If you're messing with this thing, what it does is it puts it in mode 1, and then I think I'm rotating, and I'm not. You can't be messing with it when I'm messing with it, because it screws me up terribly. I don't know where I'm pointed now. Where am I pointed, Aaron?
232.
Okay, there's back to 270. Ron, now, Tom, have you got any copy at all to KW6S, K6MYC, over? KW6S, K6MYC, any copy at all, Tom? Okay, well, I'm going to move up into the Bay Area and see if I've got anybody up here. Bay Area, Bozo Net, K6MYC, standing by. I hear a weak voice. Give me a longer call. The band is terrible tonight. I don't know. I must have a lead shield around the house here or something. Give me a longer call, over. I hear you, but you only made one call. I can't peek on you when you do that. You've got to give me a longer call. You came up real loud for a second, but I only got one call sign. K6KLY. Give me a longer call so I can peek. I've lost calibration here. Over.
Roger, Roger. K6MYC. This is K6KLY. That thing up around 285 or so. Okay. K6MYC. K6KLY. Over.
Okay, I'm sneaking up on you. I'm getting a little bit better each time, but boy, it isn't anywhere near the normal signal strength there, but we got you. And thanks for being there. You might help me with KD6SOK. Fred is usually in here, but so far I have not heard Fred. K6KLY 111, K6MYC. Go ahead, Ross.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. There are one or two other people on the frequency. Do you want me to see if I can pick them up? Over.
Roger, Roger.
All right, who else is on here on the Bay Area, K6KLY?
Fred, KD6SOK. Can you hear me, Ross?
AC5, BTU, 712.
I hear you just fine, about 5 and 7, over.
Okay, I'm not even pointed at you, so I apologize for the weak signal. I'm not pointed at you.
Okay, Mike, we got SOK.
We hear you, Kerry. Thanks, Rob. AC5, BTU.
Thank you. Anybody?
I hear you, Kerry. Stand by. Okay, K6KLY and KD6SOK. I have you, Fred. They're about Q4. Fred's about Q4 in here, but we got him okay, and he's logged in. And I don't know whether you had somebody else. We also had a local caller, KC5DTU. We have you, Kerry. Don't run away. I'll catch you in just a second. We have very poor propagation to the Bay Area, so let me clean those guys up, and we'll turn your way, or at least listen for you for comments there. We had a very strange day in town today, but I didn't stay much past noon. I did not have an appointment with the hearing place. They couldn't arrange that, so there was no reason to stay in. I talked to Laura. I'm sure you know that. K6 KC5D2. Stand by. Let me go back to Russ. K6KLY. See if you can turn it to Fred. Fred, are you copying me? KD6SOK, K6MYC, over.
Mike, I can copy you. The bandwidth is really bad right now. Sometimes you go to an S7, S9, and then you drop all the way down to S3.
Yeah, very, very weird conditions tonight, Fred. We got you anyway, S9 to S3. I copied that part of your transmission. We doubled a little bit, over.
Just copying both of you, too. Yeah, you're in a great condition. By the way, Jim, I want to stand by, Mike, okay? Sure. 86, okay. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, Roger. 7-3, Fred. Thank you.
7-3.
Go ahead, Jim.
Well, don't forget 775. He's in there calling you also. I think Russ mentioned him as well. And good evening to you, K6MYC W6P.
W6PQL with monster fades. You just dropped right to nothing there. Are you carrying me right now? W6PQL, make another transmission, Jim, over.
All right. Well, I'm hearing you fine, Mike.
Yeah, but I'm not hearing you. I'm trying to peek on you. Give me some more chatter, over.
Copying him. And, let's see, of course, you got Fred, KD6SOK over there. WB6JNN, no doubt, is in here. If you haven't picked him up yet, he's probably here, too. I'll check for him if you guys don't. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, W6PQL, K6MYC. I have not heard KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie or WB6JNN yet, but let me check. WB6JNN, any copy, Jim? K6MYC. Nothing heard.
Okay, he may not be in there. How about Daly City Mike? You want to give him a call, Mikey?
Yeah, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. KB6WFC, go ahead. K6MYC, over. Way down, but we've got you, Mike. We've got you, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. We copy you. You're about Q4 and S1, 4x1 with a lots of QSB there. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, take another one. K6MYC, over. He's not hearing me, Jim.
K6MYC, Okay, yeah, Mike up in Daly City is probably in the fade right now, because I didn't hear him come back either, but WB6JN is over.
Okay, WB6JNN, go ahead, Jim, go ahead. K6MYC for WB6JNN. Go ahead, Jim.
WB6JNN, Maker 6, Japan, Norway. K6MYC, WB6JNN, you're way north of San Francisco. Usually I'm down lower than that, so I'm not sure what's going on. But you were getting Jim sensing there up and north in the area there. Disappear, come north. There, try there. All right, that seems to be the direction right there.
Yeah, I know. It's way off tonight. That's what's giving me trouble here. Nobody's coming in the directions they're supposed to be. They're either coming way south or way north, but nobody's coming from the direction that I normally expect them. So it's probably because I'm getting secondary and third choice paths. The primary path doesn't work, so I'm getting you guys on side stuff. 73, Jim, thanks for checking in. We got pretty good copy on you. You're about Q4 also, Q4. WB6JNN, K6MYC, over.
Okay, Mike, you were on the Q4, Q5, but that's 4 to 5, not your usual 7 to 9. Quite weak compared to normal. And towards San Jose, you disappeared totally. We're going on tonight. K6MYC, WB6JN.
Okay, got everything except the last comment. Maybe I can have Jim relay. Jim, could you relay the last comment that Jim said, over? No, Jim's not copying me here. All right, 7-3, we'll catch up with everybody there tomorrow on 2 meters. Hopefully it'll be a lot better on 2 meters. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, WB6JNN, K6MYC, 7-3.
I missed your call. Was it? What do you mean?
Wanted to know what my last comment. Went down towards San Jose.
Yeah, he's really up and down right now. This is the time of night when that happens.
Yeah, it's really bad right now. I'm having to search all over for you guys. Copy you now, Jim. W6PQL, go ahead. K6MYC. Now you got nothing from me. W6PQL, K6MYC, standing by.
Oh, there you are. Hello.
Yeah, I haven't changed. I'm sitting here pointing right where you peak, over.
Yeah, I was trying to find a better spot for you, but this is always the best spot. So I guess I should just leave it here.
Yeah, well, that's okay. We should give it away for tonight. Terrible conditions. At least we got enough people in there. That's good. You might take one more standby, see if there's anybody else, KT2G or anybody like that. See if there's anybody left. KB6BA should be in, KB6BA or KT2G or somebody else. Try one more try, Jim. K6MYC to W6PQL, over.
Okay. Anybody else in the area that wants to check in with the Bozo Net W6PQL for K6MYC? Don't hear anything. Russ, you want to give a call from up there?
Sure. Anybody want to check in here? K6KLY. Nothing heard.
Okay, I guess we got everybody that's here tonight. Thank you, Russ. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Mike, and everybody there. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow under hopefully better band conditions and 1296, giving us no end of trouble at this time of night. The sun hasn't gone down yet, and it's just, it's got it all disturbed up there. 7-3, I'm going to go up to Oakley and look for N6RO. 7-3, guys.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
7-3. Okay. N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835, Charlie Mike 97, high temperature 98. Dinner is going to be pork chops and spinach. Have you pointed, have you looked for me? How are you copy? Over.
I got you fine. Yeah, you're a little bit north of normal. Everybody's a little bit north of normal tonight. Maybe I've lost calibration on the system. I don't know. Anyway, we got good copy on you. That's the main thing. Fine on spinach and pork chops. We had the leftover lasagna and broccoli, so it was pretty good. And warm day again, pushing right around 100, maybe 102, something like that. So very warm. We missed you yesterday. We called, but we didn't get anything from you on 222 or 6 meters, so we assumed that you had a power outage or something, over.
Here's the explanation. On Sunday night, about 9 o'clock, after I checked into the 2-meter Bozo, one of my operators said, "Hey, there's a contest tomorrow, the Canadian Canada Day celebration." And we hastily put together a multi-operation with 3 remote operators and me on site. And it started at 5 p.m. yesterday. Went till 5 today p.m. And all of the transmitters were that normally I use on Bozo Nets or VHF were in use on HF. It started at 5 o'clock, so all my radios were in use, and all of the operators were busy. So that's my excuse. We ended up with 1,100 contacts and 78 provinces where they count the provinces by each band. We had nothing on 10 meters, very poor on 80 and 160. 20 meters carried the load. More detail tomorrow, N6RO.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, you don't need an explanation. I knew it had to have a reason for it, but it was just you were conspicuous by your absence again. 2 days in a row this week. That's unusual. Anyway, no worries. I'm glad you had fun and did pretty good considering the band conditions. I think the band conditions in all bands are just pretty awful. I haven't tuned around very much, but 40's pretty awful. It's been bad in the morning. We can't work the local guys. Having trouble with Bill, KO6KD in Roseville on 40 meters. Having trouble with WB6GGY. Working hell on Montana. My buddy up there, AI7D, he's booming through. And we missed K7VO this morning. I think he's trying to get his boat prepared for his trip. He's got about a 1-month boat trip up the western side of Canada there and visiting all the little islands off the coast of British Columbia there. All right, Ken, we'll let you go. We'll see you tomorrow. And for any other further reports on your status with the Canadians there. Sounds like you did pretty good. You're going to be probably easily in the top 10 and well beyond that, it sounds like. Too bad you didn't have anything on 10, but maybe they didn't have anything on 10 either. N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC. Good evening.
Yeah, fine. Well, some of the Canadians did have a small handful on 10 meters. I mean, like 5 or 6 contacts. And we monitored the band all the time. Didn't CQ there much. We probably could have got some skip contacts into Colorado and Arizona, the usual stuff. They only count 2 points, where Canadians count 10 points in this contest. Anyway, more details. And I forgot why I missed 432. It was another too many things going on at once. We were working on the computers, and I just couldn't get on at the right time. Anyway, see you tomorrow on 2, N6RO.
Yeah, roger, roger. Look forward to it. And we'll see you on 2, and then 432 hopefully on Thursday. And then it's the 4th of July. Luckily, it's the 4th of July on a non-Bozo night, so we don't have to give up our Bozo Net for 4th of July night. Hi. 7-3 Ken. Enjoy. N6RO, K6MYC. Anybody else while I'm pointing in this direction? Any other copy? And anybody else in this direction? Over.
99.
KR6MR, and I'm not pointed anywhere near you. It's a funny band tonight, John. KR6MR, K6MYC, 859 pointed toward Oakley. Over.
Well, it really works, so let's not jinx it. Nice signals tonight. Go ahead.
759, Mike.
And what did I say, Rob?
8.
Oh, 859. Well, I was thinking of 835 with Ken. Okay, I got it right down. I wrote it down right. Anyway, we got you pretty good copy. Maybe we should try this in the future, considering how bad it is when we're pointed at you. Hi. Anyway, good evening to you, John. Hang in there. Let me see if I can hear Darren. I should be able to have Darren in this direction. This is the direction that's closer to him by a long ways. So let me see if I can hear anything from Darren there. KR6MR with KJ6KFB. KJ6KFB. Go ahead, Darren. K6MYC. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go a little bit of the ways at a little bit at a time here. John, keep looking. I'm going to just keep bumping the antenna 2 or 3 degrees more in your direction with each transmission. Any copy now? KR6MR, K6MYC.
KR6MR.
Okay, I went another couple of bumps here, and then you went away. So I think it's a bounce pass from some other direction here. KR6MR, K6MYC. Any copy now?
Yeah, it's copy you. Never lost your over.
Oh, okay, well, you seem like you're coming up. Another couple of bumps. You keep coming up. So I can't figure out what the hell's going on here. Anyway, I'll keep going until you fade out, and then I'll try to come back to this, the correct heading. KR6MR for another transmission, K6MYC. Go ahead, John. Okay, well, I'm flying blind here. I was all the way up to 360. I was still copying you at 355. So I've been hearing you from about 320, 315 to 355. It's just a band is you're spread all over the place like peanut butter, John. Over. a big signal right there with lots of motor boating on it. KR6MR, K6MYC. And now here's another spot with motor boating, but quite strong. Anyway, I wonder if KJ6KFB is in there. I wonder if KJ6KFB is hearing me at all. KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo. Any copy, Darren? K6MYC. I do not hear anything from Darren. Do you hear anything, any signals at all from Darren there, John? Over.
Negative. You were speaking S5 on the meter. S5. Over.
Okay. What weird conditions. Same problem in the Bay Area, boys. I was all over the map trying to chase signals. Anyway, maybe if Darren's in there, we can catch him tomorrow night and I can fill a login with him. Anyway, thanks, John. Quite an unusual evening here, considering. I take it you did not fix the amplifier. Are you still running lower power? Over. KR6MR, K6MYC. Are you still running low power, or did you fix it? Over. I think I heard 18 watts. 18 watts. Is that what I heard? Is that a Roger? 1-8. 18 watts. Is that it? Yeah, you're in there every time, but you're probably hearing the same thing on me. It's very chopped up. I'm getting bits and pieces. Very Q5 for one or two words and then gone. So it's difficult to track. Anyway, 7-3, John, and quite an interesting contact this evening. Thank you for a good contact there from 759. KR6MR and all the ships at sea, K6MYC, 7-3. 6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo. I heard the call, but I don't know if that was you, Darren. Go ahead.
Kilo Juliet. Bravo. Kilo Juliet.
That's him, Rob.
56, 756. How about it, Mike?
I got you, Darren. I got you. You're about the same condition, the same kind of copy, at the same direction that I'm hearing John from. So we've got your 756, Darren. Really weird conditions tonight. Really weird. Anyway, great to hear you. Thanks very much for coming up, and we'll discuss it more in detail tomorrow when we try to analyze what the hell was going on here. 7-3, Darren. 7-3. KJ6KFB. What a surprise. K6MYC. I can hear you in there, and I can only get the fact that you were talking about directions and stuff, I think. Very strange conditions tonight. But I moved the antenna a couple times, and I brought you up a tiny bit, but not significant enough to make any improvement on the copy. 73's from me and Rob, KM6SR. He's listening desperately as well. 73's Darren, KJ6KFB, K6MYC. Good night for now, over. Boy, that's a weird contact, Rob.
Yeah, I could hear some voices in there, but couldn't make it out. I was hearing a little bit of John also, and I got words from Ken.
Oh, you should have heard Ken like a ton of bricks. That's the funny part. If you're hearing these I think John said he was running 18 watts. Darren's running 5 or 6 to the antenna. And Ken's running 600, 5 or 600 there, or 400 at the least. So he should be into you like a ton of bricks, but you may be starting to see more blockage on this band for him. Over.
Yeah, I heard him sign off really clear and a few other words that he was saying, but not consistent.
Yeah, isn't that something? I don't know where I'm even pointed tonight. I don't know whether it's worth going to Nevada or not. I don't see any reason to. I could go up there just on the outside chance that Dan is back from his trip there. What time do you have on the clock there?
If something happened and you didn't, you wouldn't feel good. KM6SR.
Yeah, we'll go up. What time is it?
8:13.
Okay, well, I'll go up and I'll call the whole way. KE7UQL, KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7, Uniform Quebec, London. Due north now, due north. I'm looking for N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, or KE7UQL. Anybody in there? K6MYC Bozo Net calling and listening. Not a peep. KE7UQL, 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 N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC calling and standing by. Over. Well, let's just chat here for a second, Rob, and if it's one of those up and down band swings, he'll come up out of the noise in a second here. Either that or he isn't home yet. I don't think he's home yet, but that remains to be seen.
Yeah, are you talking about Eric?
I'm talking about Daniel.
Okay.
Anyway, gosh darn, what a band tonight. I think we're done. I don't see any reason to come back to any place. I think we've got the bulk of people that were there. I did get KW6S. He was never Q5 today. Can you believe that? He's usually roaring in here.
Yeah, just strange the way the time in the sun, I guess.
Yeah, and I went all over. I was clear from 234 to 290, and I kept hearing him. I could hear him all the way up to almost 300. I looked one time and I was at 300 degrees or 303 or something, and I was still hearing Tom. It didn't seem to matter where I pointed. It was just signals bouncing all over the place, but not coming direct. Over. I need to put this 10-foot dish up at 100 feet and scan with that.
Yeah, I wonder how the wind load would be on that puppy.
Well, no more than an 80-meter 3 element up there. It sure would be fun to see what it does to L.A.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know whether it would be very directional, but if we're getting a good bounce from LA, then that would do fine that way too.
Well, the further out, the less critical the pointing is. You know, so you could go to LA and you could probably get 10 degrees of movement without any problem. This antenna moves pretty small increments. I can do 1 or 2 degrees easily.
What rotor would you put on it? An Orion?
Yeah, the Orion's okay. It reads out to 1/10 of a degree, so, and if you just bump it along, it's fine. One more call, KE7UQL or N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Anybody up north anywhere? K6MYC Bozo Net, 1296. Come in now, please. No, I got big nothing, not even a ripple of a signal, Rob, so I don't think anybody's there tonight. I haven't heard John tonight. I mean, Mike, W6 Papa Echo, are you here, Mike? He usually checks in when I'm pointed north here. I haven't heard him tonight. He's the only one that's local that's missing here. I did get K6VBG and yourself, and I don't think Daryl has 1296, does he?
No, I don't think so, but I think he's got a 9700. Or maybe I'm thinking of Ron, TYO.
No, Daryl has a 991 Alpha, so he does not have 1296.
Yeah, okay.
But Ron does.
Ron who?
KJ6TYO, but he hasn't been on the net for he didn't check in all last week.
I think I got him a couple of times last week. I talked to him about hauling chicken parts and stuff, and I think it's been less than 7 days anyway that he was in. But he has a funny work schedule, you know, at 4 o'clock in the morning thing.
Oh yeah, I talked to him on the repeater in the mornings, and he's already like halfway through his work day when I'm talking to him on my way to work.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well listen, I'm going to get out of here, go back in, and we did pretty good today. It looks like I got about 6, 8, 9, maybe between 15 and 18. What do you see, Rob? Maybe higher.
Yeah, I've got 20. Last time Ron checked in was last Sunday.
Yeah, there you are. Okay, well, 20 is what I got here. I got quite a few people that checked in tonight. Pretty good night overall for 1296. The band was terrible, but the participation was good.
Yeah, do you think Jim was getting QIW, I think it is?
He's been on vacation. He's on a 1.5 or at least a month vacation, so he's not getting him at all.
Okay.
K6M1C, KC5DTU.
Oh, there you are. I am sorry I didn't get back to you, Kerry. We had such a jumbled evening here with signals all over the place. How are you doing?
Doing well, doing well. And good evening, Rob. I heard you in there also.
Yeah, good evening, Kerry. Thanks for being there.
Roger, roger. Well, it sounds like the band is not too good tonight.
Well, it is fine for you. You've got a nice, strong signal. I'm pointed pretty much due north, and you're bouncing off the Sierras or something up there in Coarse Gold or Oakhurst or something. So good signal from you. Sorry we couldn't get together today. I guess Laura talked to you, right, this morning?
Yeah, that's a roger that. Well, there's always next time. I'm sure you'll be coming again.
Yeah, Judy has, she's got, her bowels are all tangled up right now, and she doesn't trust herself going out.
Yeah, roger that. Understandable. Other than that, how's things up on the hill?
Well, not too bad. It's warm, but we're getting a little bit accomplished, and slowly but surely, we're in the final processes of cleaning up the last of the solar wiring. The wiring was the leftover. We got all the panels working, everything working fine, but we had run wires on top of the cement in the garage area, and I dug part of the trench today, and Frank worked on the trench a little bit, and in the morning we'll get up and finish it. And then we'll put all the wires in a piece of conduit and then rebury it. So we're coming down to cleanup mode here now. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Good deal. Anything else going on?
Well, a big, beautiful bill got through the Senate, and I guess Mike Johnson seems to be pretty enthusiastic about it. He thinks it'll get... we'll be ready for the president to sign on July 4th. At least that's what I'm hearing. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Well, I figured it'd make it, so all part of the plan.
Yeah. They had to give up a couple of things. They had to give up a little bit of something about Medicare or Medicaid or something. They don't want to keep. They want to be able to keep Medicaid money flowing to the blue cities, the blue blue capitals, and so they can keep giving aid to the migrants, but it's a minor amount in the big picture. This jerk in New York that's running for mayor is sure causing a lot of stir. He is a total communist.
Roger. Well, I don't, he doesn't worry me too much. I don't think he's going to get elected.
I mean, you don't like the government's markets, Mike?
What was that?
You don't like the government markets or grocery stores?
Yeah, he's the one that wants to have government grocery stores. He also wants to eliminate all billionaires. He doesn't think they have any place in this world. And he doesn't like white neighborhoods that are taxed at the same rate as the other neighborhoods. So he's going to tax the white neighborhoods higher. He also wants to take a lot of the buildings in New York and take them away from the people, or confiscate them and then turn them into the same kind of stuff that the World Economic Forum wants to do, in massive housing, have everybody in little capsules, and just go to work in the day and keep your head down and your butt up. Over.
I'll let you answer that one, Rob.
Okay, Kerry. Yeah, that way it's easier to control those people when you got them all tightly together there, because they're depending on more government stuff. And so if you don't want them to go somewhere, you just say government transportation's shut down.
That's it. He's a complete loser in every respect. I didn't hear one of his proposals that had any reason to fly out with at all.
Yeah, he's a pretty bad hombre. From what I can tell, he made quite a visit with Obama, so he's being controlled, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I think overall he's left of Obama. He's a harder communist than Obama at least wanted to admit to. Anyway, yeah, it's interesting, but like you say, it's hard to get too excited about it, because you hope that the New Yorkers themselves will come to their senses.
It depends what the news media does, because a lot of them blindly follow the news media.
Just didn't want to let you get out there without a final shot, and I'm gonna go out here and pull a few weeds.
You'll be here before you go. You're going somewhere in a couple of weeks?
No, I'm going to be here. Yeah, I was going outside here to pull some weeds. I got a few weeds popping up I need to pull out.
Oh, shame. Okay, well, tell me if you get a barrel full, that'll keep the doctor away. Go ahead, Rob, you doubled with him.
Yeah, I think maybe I did. I don't remember what I said, but now on the new topic, you better hurry up, Kerry. It looks like it's going to be dark pretty quick.
But I got one thing going for me, Rob. It's cool.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, you'll be moving your hands so fast to get that barrel full that you won't be able to see how they're moving.
Did you see Mike's barrel?
No, has he got a little 5-gallon barrel? Is that what he's telling us he's been filling up?
Yeah, Roger. I thought he had like a bucket or something out there. You know, he's a glutton for punishment. He's got a pretty good-sized barrel there going.
40-gallon garbage cans.
Pretty close.
That's what I'm using as garbage cans. Those gray things are garbage cans. And they hold 40 gallons. The 50s I use too, but I like the 40s because they're a little easier to pick up when they're full. Anyway, yeah, lots of, I'm still pulling weeds in spots that we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah, I did some raking this afternoon trying to be in the shade, so I'm starting that process now.
Oh, goody.
How's your daytime temperature running up there, Rob?
I don't know. I didn't really watch it, but it's hot.
Oh, it's been banging around 100. His temperature wouldn't be much different than mine. So we're floating around 100 to 102, 103 bracket.
Yeah, Roger. I'm looking at my weather station here. We got to 99 here today.
Well, there you are.
Oh, I should look at mine. It says the high was 101.
Oh, man, it's hotter up there than it was down here. That's hard to believe.
Well, I think it's probably pretty accurate. In the morning it reads higher because it's on the sunny side, but the afternoon when it gets the hottest, probably accurate 101.
Yeah, roger that. Okay, well, I'm going to go pull weeds while I still got a little bit of light to see. And 73 is, guys, I'm going to be going QRT.
Yeah, well, you can pull weeds by braille, you know. I do that all the time.
I got some with a few with stickers out here, Michael.
Then he has to fight the mosquitoes, Mike.
And you got to run those leather gloves out there. Your welding gloves are good pickers.
Yeah, roger that. and Rob is right, but as soon as that sun goes down, the mosquitoes, boy, they're bad.
Oh, you smell like such a sweet piece of meat, they can't resist. With that, I'm going to get out of here. Good night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow on 2 meters. KC5DTU, K6USY with 1100 in the background, and KM6SR with 1200 in the background. I like these even numbers. They're easy to remember. K6MYC, Bozo 47, and Delta Mike 47. Clear and closing the 1296 net.
Whiskey 6 Papa.
You mean Delta Mike 07, Mike, not 47.
6 Papa Echoes in there.
Yep. Let me get you, John. Mike, we got you. We called you earlier. I pointed right up your way, but you're very weak. Why are you so weak tonight? W6PE, go ahead.
Yeah, I was outside taking care of my chickens and forgot what it was, so didn't get in.
Well, even he faded right down to nothing. I lost you, John. You faded right down to nothing. I don't know where you're pointed, but I heard the word chickens, and then you were gone. Anyway, thanks for popping in. We're about to close the net, go in and get cooled off here. I'm in the barn, and it's only 90 in the barn here. Hi. 7-3, Mike. We'll see you tomorrow night on 2 meters. W6 Papa Echo in the group, K6MYC.
All right, sounds good, Mike. 73, 76PE clear.
7-3.
Our count's 21 now, Mike. Haha. Anyway, we'll say 73 to everybody. Kerry, KC5DTU, Aaron, K6USY, and Mike, K6MYC, KM6SR, going QRT.
Good night, Mike. And good night, Kerry, and good night, Rob, K6USY.
Hello, Aaron, and good night to you, and good night, guys. 73s, KC5DTU.
Oh, Kerry, 1 second. Let me pull up my stats here real quick. I did a breakdown of how many contacts we made and how many were made by each individual operator. Hold on.
Roger.
Yeah, you probably beat me crazy, Kerry, because I got 6. That was it.
You were doing good, Rob. You were doing good.
Well, Rob, that's more than you've ever made before.
That's affirmative.
Okay, here we go. Kerry, you made 27 QSOs out of our 355. So you did 7. Full round up. You did 8% of our contacts.
Oh, buddy, I was looking for like about 12 or 13. Well, that's good. I hope we did the club some good there, Aaron.
Yep, we got everything already submitted to the ARRL, and we'll see how we do against everybody else when they announce the numbers.
Roger. I was going to ask you, that software login program, what was it?
N1MM.
Okay. I'll let me write it in before I forget it.
Yeah, so it's November 1 Mike is the guy that writes the software. It's I use it all the time, but it's specifically before contesting. And as you can see,